Hey there people of the internet, my name is Sivana and welcome to my studio. For this video, I drew my friend's Dungeons & Dragons character and it's a wild ride, in a fun way. But before we get into it, I just want to remind everyone to like this video, subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already, and consider joining my Patreon to support me further and get some cool exclusive content. Now let's just get into the drawing. So I don't have the footage of the beginning of the sketch because I really wasn't planning to record this, but this is Cora Tenal, a siren bard who will be played by my friend Krista. And this character is just perfect for her for a number of reasons. One, Krista is an amazing singer, so being a siren and a bard is genius. And two, Krista found a way to be the most naked without it being mostly sexual. So her siren here doesn't have normal humanoid reproductive parts. So no nips or all that, just smooth, fishy body with a few scales. When Krista told me the pitch of this character and sent me all kinds of reference photos, I was 100% on board. I love drawing ladies, being sexy or otherwise, so being able to draw one being naked without it being like actual nudity was very interesting for me. She's also planning to multi-class into rogue and told me that she is specifically going to be a thief, and a playful one at that, and uses daggers and throwing knives. So when I asked about what pose she would want, she explained this kind of playful, intimidating pose, where another person is probably being rude to her, and Cora is like, okay buddy, and she's not scared and doesn't care about this person at all because she is fully capable and confident in her abilities to take care of them if she needs to, but she'll probably just steal all their stuff later out of spite for them being rude or disrespectful. And I just love all of that. This feels very much like a self-insert for Krista, and I'm here for it. Whereas my character in the campaign, which you'll be seeing later because we're going to be playing together, is a power fantasy of me wanting to be a badass detective lady. But more on that later. This is also pretty much an unpaid commission because I just really like drawing for my friends. These hand poses were kind of hard because Krista said she wanted Cora to be pulling out or have her hand on one of her daggers on her side and sort of pointing at whoever she was talking to, so it took me a few tries to get them right. I decided to have the pointing hand be like full anime pointing like Lelouch.
I, Lelouch V. Britannia, command you. Now all of you, die!
And add a throwing knife that she could have been like twirling around her finger playfully. And then the other hand I couldn't get to work exactly how I wanted with how I had her body posed, but I didn't want to change it, so it's more like she just pulled out some knives and is ready to throw them if she needs to. Now for the coloring! Cora is purple with white hair that reflects blue in certain light, and has bright glowy golden eyes, which I had a lot of fun with, but forgot that they were supposed to be glowy, so that's added in post. I also definitely wanted to give her more fins, like on her forearms or calves, but Krista wanted her to be just smooth as a, I was gonna say as a cucumber, but the saying is cool as cucumber, so I don't know what an idiom would be for smooth. But she's smooth as hell, if you know what I mean. And the fin ears I adore, and I'm super happy with how they look. I also made her kind of buff, which was not Krista's request, but I just thought it felt right. Also, she's tall as hell, just as Krista is, though Krista is not quite as tall. Cora is 6'4", which my little 4'11" ass self is tall, and I love it. Let me climb that tree. I'm sorry. Anyway, Krista also told me that Cora is obsessed with sand, and I pulled an Anakin Skywalker.
I don't like sand.
Because sand sucks, and that's just me. I really do hate sand. I think I could have given her a more playful expression, but my brain wouldn't allow it, so maybe I'll go in and revise it later. But for now, Krista loves it, and that's all that matters. I've also drawn my character for the campaign, but that will be in its own video, so stay tuned for that. Shading the hair was difficult for me to figure out how I wanted to do it at first, but by the end I colored the line work for the hair to make it look that much more ethereal and magical, and I think it really brings it all together. I was having trouble shading it when it's supposed to be like white and blue and shiny, but I think I figured it out and it looks really pretty. I'm also going to talk about the background that will be in the final product. So at first I used this really bright, like orange parchment looking background from a different project, but it felt weird and off, so then I found a stock photo of a sunset at the beach and layered some cool effects on it to make it kind of look like an oil painting, and I think it looks really cool. But I didn't record that process because I thought about it after I was done recording, and I wasn't sure if I was going to even use it. So I was just messing around and experimenting, but here it is now. Thank you all so much for watching. Here is Cora Tenal, the rogue bard siren who is always naked but kind of not really. I hope you love her and enjoy this video as much as I did making it. My character will be coming soon. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell, and as always, take care and I'll see you in the next one.